Hi guys, it's Niki Jabbour for Johnny's Selected Seeds, and today I'm planting bush beans. I have two varieties to plant, Affirmed and Cosmos, and both are green bush bean varieties that take about 56 days to go from seed to harvest, and they're both disease resistant and have a delicious crop of beautiful, tender, 6-inch long green beans. Now when you want to plant beans in the spring, you have to wait until after the last frost date, and the soil should be at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 degrees Celsius. All right, I think we need to get planting. Space the seeds 2 to 3 inches apart and plant them 1 inch deep. The rows should be about 18 inches apart. And be sure to keep the soil evenly moist until the seeds germinate and are growing well. And don't forget, you can succession plant bush beans every 2 to 3 weeks from late spring through midsummer for a non-stop supply of delicious beans. Are you planting any bush beans in your garden this year? Bush beans are one of the easiest vegetables to grow, and it's been about a month since I planted my Cosmos bush beans here in my raised beds, and they're doing really well. I've had a few problems with slugs, but for the most part they are coming along really nicely. I do water consistently once or twice a week, deep watering, to promote healthy growth, and I'll pay really careful attention to watering once the plants begin to flower and fruit because they have higher moisture needs at that point. Other summer tasks include removing weeds as they pop up in the bean patch and keeping an eye out for problems like white mold, which is a fungus that really spreads in wet weather. So be sure to stay out of the bean patch when the weather is damp. Also keep an eye out for pests like Mexican bean beetles. You can hand pick when you see the adults in the summer, but you can also help prevent them by using row covers early in the spring and crop rotation. And plant plenty of flowers in your bean patch as well to attract lots of predatory insects. And don't forget to succession plant. You can plant more bean seeds until midsummer so you can have a very long season of yummy snap beans. It's time to start harvesting my Cosmos bush beans. And these are a snap bean, so you eat the entire pod and they're crisp and so delicious. And it's important to remember to harvest often, every day or two really, because if pods are allowed to mature on the plants, then they're going to produce fewer flowers, you'll get fewer pods, and then production is going to decline. So make sure you harvest often from your bush bean patch. When picking, hold the branch with one hand and pull the pods from the plant with your other hand. If you try to jerk the pods from the plant, you risk damaging it. Gather the pods before the interior seeds start to fill out and eating quality declines. And with beans like Cosmos, it's important to read the seed pack and see how big they'll get. These should be harvested when they're about 6 to 6.5 inches long and the diameter of a pencil. Well, I think I've gathered enough Cosmos bush beans for dinner. Did you plant any beans in your garden?